It's Father's Day, so Luke decided to treat me to a trip to the newly renovated Bayfront Park in Coden, Alabama. Thanks, Bubba. I'm your host, Stu Donald. Let's head to the Delta. I have fond memories of this park. About 10 years or so ago, I had a place working on Dolphin Island. I was working in the kitchen there, and I struck up a little romance with one of the servers. And every morning before work, we would meet here at Bayfront Park and have breakfast and coffee and just sit in one of the old dilapidated swing chairs that used to be out here and watch the bay. There have been a whole lot of changes since then, and all of them for the better. Hey y'all, welcome to Bayfront Park, where nature meets history and mud meets more mud. This place has seen decades of storms, sunshine, and the occasional lost flip-flop. But ask anybody from South Mobile County and they'll tell you the Bayfront Park is now more than just a pretty view. You see, way back in the 1920s, this land was handed over by a railroad company, officially making it a community gathering spot. And over time, it became a hidden gem, tucked away just outside of Mobile, home to some of the best bird watching, fishing, and we should really put a boardwalk here conversations. But as the years passed, wear and tear took its toll. The boardwalk needed help, the shoreline was struggling, and some folks wondered if Bayfront Park would ever make a comeback. Well, that's where a $9.5 million renovation enters the picture, funded by the Deepwater Horizon settlement, because if there's one thing we've learned, it's that while oil spills suck, the money from oil spill fines actually does some good. We got a new beach, modern restrooms, and check out new walking trails, picnic spots, and man, what a playground. Now, Bayfront Park has transformed into the place it was always meant to be, a coastal sanctuary where visitors can soak in nature and watch ospreys dive for fish and maybe even spot an egret silently judging your outfit choices. Go ahead, brother. Let your croc flag fly. I really want to take a good look at this playground. I can't imagine having something this cool when I was a little one. This has got to be a lot of fun out here. And we're going to head towards the beach, but we're probably going to take a look at this playground again a little later because it looks neat. This is an approximately 900-foot-long pocket beach, which is smart people talk for protected sandy beach. In fact, it lays claim to the title, largest beach on Mobile Bay. It is a perfect spot for swimming, fishing, sunbathing, and crabbing. There's even a protected beach access to launch a kayak or canoe. All around the park, you'll find a bunch of these nifty blue benches, and there's also a number of pavilions with picnic tables and charcoal grills sitting outside of them. And across there, of course, you can see the new bathroom, shower, and office facilities. But I'm going to walk this old boy down here to the water now, because I've taken him to the beach at Escatawba River, but I don't know if he's ever been to an actual beach on salt water. Let's see what happens. What you think, buddy? Huh? You don't know what to think about this funky grass, do you? Yeah, look at you getting out in that tidal pool. Man, you ain't right. You'd lay down in that and go to sleep, wouldn't you? Come on, let's go. They really have done an amazing job with this beach. I don't remember there being anything even remotely like this, and it wasn't that long ago that I was coming out. I believe they closed this park for about 2 or 3 years. I've got some footage from one of the local TV shows that covered the grand opening, and it'll give you more information about that.
Bayfront Park, a hidden gem in Mobile County, has long been a birdwatcher's paradise and picnic spot for over a century.
This park's belonged to the county since 1921.
The park temporarily closed in March of 2022 for construction. Mobile County Commissioner Randall Dewitt says there were some hurdles along the way.
We went through COVID, we went through supply chain issues, we went through labor problems.
But as of Sunday, it's back open.
1, 2, 3.
This is going to add so much to South Mobile County.
How cool is it? Tell me what your favorite part is.
To go to find treasures.
What is your favorite part about this park?
The beach.
The vision of the entire county, but mine in particular, is to make this the gateway to Dolphin Island.
A 900-foot-long pocket beach is a space for guests to relax, swim, and launch their own kayaks and canoes. Guests are also welcome to fish from the shoreline.
If you are here fishing, make sure that you have your fishing license.
Other amenities at the park include a new playground, parking areas, pavilions, walking paths, and a restroom and office building. The project costs roughly $11 million.
So the funding for this comes through some of the Deepwater Horizon oil spill funding, the natural resource damage assessment to be able to provide recreational access for people. And so I know it's been a long time since we've had the Deepwater Horizon oil spill, but projects like this will still be continuing through 2035.
Kurt Wilson spent his whole life going to Bayfront Park. He got emotional as he described his memories there.
What does it mean to you to see all of these changes?
I've caught me some nice fish right here when this was just rock. You know, all the edges was just rock on this side.
Meanwhile, the Dunlap Sea Cadets spent the day picking up trash on the beach, getting it ready for visitors.
Open up the bag.
The group is the official youth program of the Navy and Coast Guard.
I feel nice because I know I'm doing something good for the community.
Dauphin Island Mayor Jeff Collier says the park's opening is just one jewel in the crown of many ongoing endeavors on the island.
I just think the county should be applauded for creating this property here and the amenities. It's just going to tie into everything else that's south of here.
Finally, Commissioner Dewitt wants to thank the community for being patient with the various closings, like the recent closing of Cedar Point Pier, as they work to boost the quality of life for Mobile County citizens.
I want people to know the last thing we wanted to do was close the pier, but we hope to have it open in 120 days like the contract says.
Park hours are 8 a.m. to dusk daily. The county says construction to rebuild Bayfront Park's boardwalk should begin later this year, but the park will still remain open. In the studio tonight, Ashley Mitchell, Fox 10 News.
So as you can see, it was quite a shindig, and as they mentioned, there was $9.5 million that came from the Deepwater Horizon settlement, and then another $2.5 million from other sources. So they spent in total over $11 million developing this park. And I'm just one of those people, I don't care for paying taxes, but the things that I do like getting from them is parks, libraries, and conservation, a place to go fishing, a place to go hunting. And this ultimately didn't cost the taxpayers anything. This is just compensation for a bunch of British people screwing them really, really badly. But enough of all that grown-up talk. Let's take a look at this playground some more. To be 10 years old again. Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. So hey, if you got an afternoon to kill and the kiddos are restless, it doesn't cost anything. Come on down to Bayfront Park and let them run till they puke.
There is a cargo ship headed down Mobile Bay towards the Mississippi Sound.
Bayfront Park is uniquely located because from this point, you look out across the expanse of Mobile Bay at pretty much its widest point, and on further down to the south where the bridge is going to Dolphin Island is the separator between Mobile Bay and the Mississippi Sound. And on that end of Dolphin Island there, looking across the bay, is Fort Morgan, and that's where the famous Battle of Mobile Bay took place, where Admiral Farragut brought his ships into Mobile Bay. You know, the battle that gave us the damn the torpedoes full speed ahead that he probably actually didn't say. Then looking up to the north is the rest of Mobile Bay, going to where it meets the Mobile-Tensaw Delta. Right there you'll find the city of Mobile, city of Spanish Fort, city of Daphne. All of this is interconnected, y'all, and you can see most of it right here, just looking out. It is home to seafood industry, tourism industry, and industry.
That is the Dolphin Island Bridge. On this side is Mobile Bay. On the other side, the Mississippi Sound.
Whether you're here for the views, the birds, or just looking for a place to think big thoughts about small things while staring at the waves, Bayfront Park is back and stronger than ever. Maybe, just maybe, that long-awaited boardwalk will be next. Throughout this episode, you've heard me refer to the Mississippi Sound, and just recently on my Shorts feed, I did a video explaining exactly what the Mississippi Sound was, so if I play it, you'll get to watch it. Ah, the Mississippi Sound. A shimmering stretch of coastal magic where history, nature, and salty breezes collide. Running 90 miles from the Pearl River, which constitutes the Louisiana-Mississippi border, all the way to Dolphin Island at the shores of Mobile Bay, this waterway is more than just a passage. It's a storyteller, whispering tales of explorers, fishermen, and the ever-changing tides. Guarded by a fleet of barrier islands, Cat Island, Ship Island, Horn Island, and their sandy companions, the Sound is a shallow but lively estuary, blending fresh water from the Pearl, Pascagoula, and Mobile-Tensaw River Delta with the briny embrace of the Gulf. It's a brackish playground for marine life, fueling the thriving shellfish industry and home to a bustling underwater community. For centuries, the Mississippi Sound has been a watery highway for adventurers. Indigenous peoples paddled its currents, European colonizers charted its mysteries, and merchants sailed its sparkling expanse, ferrying goods to the ports of Gulfport and Pascagoula. If these waters could talk, they'd regale us with stories of stormy nights, daring voyages, and the eternal pull of the tide. Though time has brought challenges, pollution, shifting industries, and ever-evolving ecosystems, the Mississippi Sound remains an enchanting piece of Gulf Coast lore. It hums with the echoes of the past and sparkles with the promise of the future. A place where history, nature, and mystery all meet to go dancing on the waves. Now there is another Mississippi Sound, but that's a subject for another time.